Bolognese here. Just an updated video on the video that I made yesterday regarding Peekaboom. Just to cover off on everything that's happened in the last 24 hours. So basically, Peekaboom started another thread, basically complaining about matchmaking needs to be fixed, and he posted two screenshots. This first one here, when he basically got some shitty matchmaking where it was 3 tier 10s versus 6, and then he posted another one with some shitty matchmaking. He says another example from today in which we managed to win. On further inspection, Madhouse kindly did some research on these pictures, and when you blow them up, you can clearly see that he is using illegal mods. Here we can see the Conk GC reloading 16 seconds, Batchat 155.58 reloading 55 seconds, and in this area here, in the red circle, there is the destruction mod. So basically, if you drive through something, I believe it's very similar to the Red Ball mod, or maybe just an updated version of Red Ball. But when you drive through something, there's a green arrow inside a green circle. And I have seen this used on other Vietnamese players' Twitch streams, and they're all using legal mods. These other two mods here are very hard to read. I can't actually work out what they say, but we can assume that they're probably illegal mods as well. Now, on this second screenshot that he took from the second replay, this is probably his nail in the coffin, I believe, and this is a clear example of why this shitter should be banned. He goes on and about Unicums using illegal mods, and that's the only reason they're good. Well, clearly, he is using illegal mods because that right there is a laser mod. Coming from that 50 Beast barrel, there is a red line, really easily identifiable, showing that he is using a laser mod. And this is a clear example of why this dude is a shitter. He is cancer on this server, and he should be banned, especially being a clan commander. He is meant to be, a legitimate player, as a commander. And you don't go posting on the forums calling out people for using illegal mods. And then I don't know what is going through his mind. Like, you can clearly see that he is using illegal mods. And knowing that when he started this replay up, he had illegal mods running, he knows that. And we're going to there's some more evidence in a second I'll show you. But, only Unicums get good because they use illegal mods like myself. And clearly it's working for him, Kappa. I was also sent this replay today. Well, it's not a replay video, rather. This is by Stewie JP from about 2 months ago, and it's actually been renamed today by Stewie. It used to say Ace Tanker on the end here, but he's called it Carry or Aimbot. And it is a replay by Peekaboom, okay? And Stewie's done basically a little bit of synopsis in the chat, in the description, rather. But the most telling thing about this replay is, and I'll play it in a second, but basically you can tell he's using an aimbot that basically aims for the weakest point of the tank, different to the mod that he linked yesterday, which is not a weak mod or weak spot mod. Okay, so this is Auto Aim Plus that he linked yesterday, saying this is the mod I'm using, which automatically snaps to a target. Now, Auto Aim Plus isn't an illegal mod, and it still requires you to right click. This snapping ability, while not directly indicated that it is an illegal modification, it is definitely listed as definitely falls in the grey area and should definitely be considered illegal. Anybody with half a brain, and that's pretty hard for this server, but anyone with half a brain should be able to identify that. Obviously, if there is no player intervention required in order for you to aim on a target, then it's illegal. However, based on this replay that I just saw today from Stewie, I highly doubt this is the actual mod that he is using on a day-to-day basis, and that is because this is more than likely a mod that he has just found to try and describe his reticle, or to try and trick us into thinking this is the mod he's using, because this is what his replays looked like 2 months ago. So here you're going to see his reticle. And remember, this is Stewie's replay. So, you know, he's got lots of mods installed as well, which is obviously going to overlay onto what you see here. But what we need to focus on is the reticle here. And so when we play here, there's going to be a Panzer IV-H is going to appear in this area here, driving from left to right. You will see his reticle move around and not be aiming at the center of the tank, and it will be attempting to find weak spots. So let's play the video. And straight away you can see from that video that reticle was moving from the front track to the middle of the tank. And if you go watch the replay, there's a little bit of buffer delay here because I'm recording this. You'll actually see it move from the center of the tank up to the turret when the turret is rotating back towards him. This is clearly an illegal aimbot. Okay, clearly an illegal aimbot. And he is clearly not aiming. This is his reticle here. Well, rather his where his view is. It is not aiming at the tank, and at no point did it move over to the tank. So we know that it is not standard. It is not the standard auto aim feature built into the game. Okay, and it is clearly moving around to different weak points when he is moused over that tank. And if we go into the chat, the comments, somebody actually 2 months ago called him out as a cheater. Lone Wolf Try called him out as a cheater, said cheater's going to cheat. And he is actually on YouTube, and here is his username, Rocky True LYROX. He says, it's auto aim plus and my ping is 200. So basically he's saying the reason why his reticle is bouncing around all over the place is because his ping is 200. Yeah, nah, bro, that's not going to fly. That's complete bullshit. Your reticle doesn't bounce around if you're using a legal auto aim mod. It just simply stays in the center of the tank. With 200 ping, I used to play on 200 ping. It definitely does not do that. Okay, Quickie Baby himself has said there was a bug with replays and auto aim. Yep, that's just more denying that he's been caught out. The turret and Corsair, he means Corsair, don't sync while using auto aims and replays. Thanks for getting salty though. Yeah, nah, bro. That was an issue probably 4 patches ago, maybe 5 patches ago. Definitely in the last two patches, that has not been an issue. Definitely within 2 months, there's not been an issue. He goes on to say, lastly, I'd like to tell you this is a game, not a sovereign nation with a set penal codes to follow. Okay, so basically, he's trying to explain why someone would use illegal mods here. All right, so, you know, there's no real risk of him getting in trouble. Well, hopefully we're going to see something different in the next couple of days come out of Wargaming Asia in regards to this shitter, because I would really like to see him get banned and made an example of. A permanent ban is probably what he needs, in all honesty, and that will really make the community wake up. He goes on to say, mods are part of the game, deal with it. If I was really rich enough to buy Warpack, I could afford premium account and not lose 30,000 credits, ? That's not even you're not asking yourself a question, bro. It's a statement, but whatever. He says, I would have been a purple unicum like all those VPA, VAE, and Elon guys. That's why Elon got fucked in the first round of Wargaming finals. So basically, he's saying that Elon did bad in WGL Grand Finals this year because they weren't allowed to use their Warpack mods. This is the #1 team as well, guys. They won both the China server and the Asia server finals. Okay, these are guys that get paid to play World of Tanks, and they spend between 12 and 16 hours a day in an internet cafe in their own hired room that's paid for, and they play World of Tanks and talk strats all day, and that is their job. I don't think they use illegal modifications. I've played Elong in competitions. Okay, and they are as good as everyone says they are. They don't need to use illegal mods because if you make a mistake, they're going to wreck you for it. He says if Wargaming disables running of third-party scripts on the game engine, all this bullshit won't exist. Sadly, Wargaming won't and just publish a list of allowed mods and forums. Oh, by the way, bro, they also publish a list of disallowed mods or illegal mods that you cannot use. Clearly, you know that there is there is a list of allowed mods. You should also then know that there is a list of illegal mods. And it says it's been at least 15 to 20 updates. I've never seen them do one thing to stop them from the game engine itself. All right, obviously, he has a valid point. Don't get me wrong, he's still a shitter. But he has a valid point about Wargaming needs to do more to stop illegal mods so that people like him who have no intestinal fortitude aren't able to install illegal mods. Now, the end goal is that he needs to be banned. At minimum, a 30-day ban. And I would really like to see him have a permanent ban. As a commander of a clan and as a member of the Coalition of Armed Forces, he needs to be removed from the game. He's another toxic player who basically shits on Unicums for being good players, or shits on good players for just simply having, good hand-eye coordination, situational awareness, all that sort of stuff, and says that they use hacks and cheats to get good. While at the same time, I've never seen anyone do this on the forums. He's basically shot himself in the foot. I mean, who posts pictures of them using illegal mods? He's an absolute retard. So anyway, that's my rant on Peekaboom. I won't do any more videos unless anything develops in the next 24 hours. And I'm sure that we'll see something out of Wargaming in the next couple of days in regards to this shitter. Anyway, I'll catch you on my next video. Catch you later.